Let's not normalize children being put into sexual places.
If you have a little brother that's 15, nigga, you're not gonna ask, so you're gonna shut your mouth until he's 18 to ask him if he has a girl or he's done something? Nigga, what the f? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Imagine you had a little man's, all these years you could have asked this, yo, what you was getting into it, and you find out in 19 he was nigga.
Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Hope your day is going good. And in today's video, we got DJ Akademiks just made things worse. So listen, I've not really been on the internet the last couple of days for real, but I kind of caught myself up today. I had to do a little quick catch up, and I'm hearing that he's caught with a 15-year-old on chat. So I don't know, man. I'm about to really break into the video and find out what it is. T-Raw?
It's always the rich dude that get caught doing pad stuff.
Yeah, shit weird. All right, let's get into the video.
Much like, should I suck a from that? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? This is
definitely a regrettable moment, and we're gonna use that as a teachable moment because I don't think I've came this far, built this platform to be that irresponsible.
Whether it's been a fan page of Akademiks himself tweeting in order to desperately try to preserve the name Akademiks, or it's been DJ Akademiks performing on everybody's stream. And when I say perform, I do truly mean being performative. And then between our video and countless of other people criticizing Akademiks, or hell, even his fans that decided to, you know, validate Akademiks in some way, shape, form, or fashion by
that's crazy, bro.
Saying they still ride with him or anything like that. And probably some of the most damning things that he's done, or his fan page, probably not him himself, but they tried to dig up dirt and cancel Max for some previous actions that he did in his past life. I don't know, tried to paint it as a situation as if Max...
Whoa, DJ Akademiks is trying his best to cancel Platboy Max and phase after the grooming allegations. Man, I'm not gonna lie to you, brother. I need to hear this clip.
Max was also to be canceled in this situation. Akademiks talked about taking things out of context, but then played the Uno reverse card and tried to take Max out of context in a lot of these clips, or maybe some of these clips had nothing to do with him at all.
Yo, is there any girls that turn their camera on? Y'all know anyone? Y'all know anyone? I ain't talked to Maddie in a minute. Oh, Dallas. Oh, Dallas, the ultimate challenge for this. Oh, Dallas, the ultimate shot. Wait, no, she's 17, he 13. Like, that's weird, bro. I'm wildin'. That's weird, bro. I'm wildin'. Oh, Dallas don't deserve that, bro. I'm wildin'.
Now, after all the attempts to defame, deflect, and deny any accountability in this situation, finally somebody, something, or someone got into Akademiks' ear and said, yo, bro, just apologize.
A very regretful moment happened where, you know, it derived from a Discord that we're usually like super like buddy and probably like some shit that honestly in that Cord, everything I've ever said in that Cord got leaked. It would be crazy. Not defending it, but that's kind of the Cord it was. Definitely a regrettable moment. And we're going to use that as a teachable moment because I don't think I've came this far, built this platform to be that irresponsible, right? And of course I could throw out any type of excuses. Oh, well, all that. At the end of the day, first of all, I'm probably older than all y'all anyway. Like, you know, nah, I'm good. Like, I don't need the so I'll just take the responsibility. I should do better and will do better. And I think that's the best way to do it. You know what I mean? Should do better, will do better. I'm gonna use it as a teachable moment. Max hit me a few times. You know, he was like, yo, people running your page is posting stuff about me. I got nothing against Max. I said what I had to say last night. I stand on every word. But I have nothing against Max. Me and Max are both from Jersey. I support Max. I do appreciate his content. I do think his community is toxic. I do think at times, and again, we're not blaming Max for nothing. I think Max is a good guy. Maybe I thought that, you know, he owed me like to call me to be like, yo, what's up? But he definitely didn't.
Now, whether Akademiks sobered up or maybe somebody got into his ear, he did go on to apologize, and we do have to give some kudos for that in some regard. We're gonna go ahead and give him a round of applause for that. But on a serious note, he did take accountability for all the actions that transpired. Some of the words, even though he stands on it, he realized that all of this meant nothing and was for nothing, and that at the end of the day, in the beginning of the night, he needed to just apologize, which he did. He apologized to Max, covering all parties involved, except for Still one person, and one person only. The literal 15-year-old. I still haven't heard him say anything to the 15-year-old. I might be missing it. Somebody provide the clip, link me, all this stuff, DM me, hit me, whatever the case may be, but I still have not seen him apologize to the 15-year-old that he asked if he would let Max stick something up his booty hole. Now, Noor has become the topic of conversation, and the way that people are talking about him in this situation to me is absolutely disgusting. It's victim blaming at the worst, and it's stupidity at its best. I don't understand why people have to defend Akademiks' actions by taking down the young man in question.
Yo, Noor, I'm gonna speak like a real, cause I hate when come on stream and have this PR response, man. No, listen, I hate when niggas have this PR response. All jokes aside, I hate when have this PR response. Chat, I don't give a fucking nigga. Listen, chat. If I'm 15 years old, 16 years old, this 15, he's not 8, man. He's not 8. And then they tell me I can have strippers coming to your house. Bring the most strippers you want to bring to my house. Acting like he bringing to his house all day. Man, what the fuck? Every nigga PR respond, cancel my act. No, bro, stop acting. Yo, no, you are 15. I'm a kid who grew up in the real world on some normal shit, like a normal human being. Nor is a kid who grew up on the internet, TikTok, scrolling feed all day. That's why I say the internet is not real, bro. Like, and now you're trying to act all innocent. Yo, Nor, stop doing that weird shit, bro.
Yo, bro, you trying to put me on a case. You trying to put them on a case.
Shut your lame up. I don't care if you're 15. What you mean you like? What? Shut the fuck up, Nor.
There's this culture of this idea that,
Yeah,
hey, because
this
I went
jit.
through some similar situations, or this is what
Yeah, I can't take that jit seriously either. Like at 15, I was moving a little bit different than that as well. Bro, these 15-year-olds are just different, bro. They're different in this generation. This next generation coming up, bro. It's just different, bro.
Yeah.
I would have done at 15, or people spoke to me just like that at 15. So that makes what happened to this other 15-year-old okay is not how the real world works. You also were groomed. You also were put in inappropriate situations and behaviors. I hear this conversation and talking point often, and specifically, the black community from my perspective, that talks about when people lose their virginity, how young you are, how sexually active you're supposed to be are at a certain age. And then we turn around and we see other younger people be sexually active, and then we see those other people who were sexually active in the past give grace and give pass and even try to give some sort of explanation as to why these younger people are sexually active, because it happened to them in the past as well. This is totally normal. Let's not normalize children being put into sexual places.
If you have a little brother that's 15, nigga, you're not gonna ask, so you're gonna shut your mouth until he's 18 to ask him if he has a girl or he's done something? Nigga, what the what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Imagine you had a little man's all these years you could have asked this, yo, what you was getting into, and then you find out in 19 he was nigga, what are you talking about? You don't know how niggas grow up, nigga. You gotta ask niggas, yo, what are y'all niggas do? What are y'all doing? What are y'all niggas on?
Regardless of what it is, though, the reason why I think with Noor is different, because I look at Noor.
Bro, not actual relative. You can't defend that. Like, bro, listen, bro. I'm putting this out there as an example. T-Raw has nephews. If I were to go up to your nephews and be like, yo, y'all niggas sexually active? Isn't that fucking weird?
Yeah, that's weird, bro.
What business is that of mine?
That's weird.
I should not be asking no jit if they're getting sexual active, especially if not my family. That's not my interest. And I should create a comfortable environment for them to want to come to me and say that kind of shit to me. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it should never be I feel like I'm pulling teeth to get jit to come talk to me about shit like that.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
He's a loser. You know what I'm saying? Like
weird
Noor,
to
he
say.
doesn't go to school. I don't think Noor goes to school.
I might
You know what I'm
play
saying?
and
Like,
joke
I
around
don't
a
think
little
Noor
bit,
has
be like, oh, you ain't get no female, you ain't get no girl.
Yeah.
But they ain't gonna be like, bro, you been fine.
You been smashing?
Yeah.
Like, why are you having that conversation with a jit? That's weird, bro.
Yeah, that's weird as hell.
life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I look at it crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because Noor be sitting there crying, and I'm hearing the calls. Like, Noor is sitting there crying, begging niggas for bread. And he's making Max look crazy, like begging call for bread. And Max Debbie sending this nigga bread. Lacey be sending bread. You know what I'm saying?
I don't understand what's the point of attacking Noor in this situation. Like, it just really does nothing for the conversation. I think the difference in what Silky is saying versus the reality is, if your biological brother was Noor and you were talking to him in this sort of manner, I would still say that's a little crazy to frame that question to know your little brother, but maybe you're trying to relate, so we'll give it a little bit of a pass there. But the difference is Akademiks and Tory Lanez' manager aren't Noor's brother. They are just strangers on the internet. They are people who don't know Noor from a can of paint asking him if he would bust down another 15-year-old. And mind you, that's just one of the specific clips. I think taking those clips and cherry picking the whole conversation to fit your narrative is also pretty strange. I wonder what Silky's explanation to the "would you let Max impregnate you" is. I don't understand what's the need to defend him, especially when he even can admit that he's wrong. I find it astonishing that what Connie said the other day about streamer.
Another strange thing is, like, why is Akademiks promoting this weird thing to underage boys? Would you let him impregnate you? If he said that, that's crazy. He's talking to a boy. How can a boy be impregnated? Why are you, what? Bro, that whole conversation coming out of a grown man's mouth is unbelievable. I'm not gonna lie to you. We just need to stop. There needs to be a line. Once you're 18, you do not stop joking. You need to start separating yourself from little children. We might need to start building a pen for these niggas, bro. A special pen for these fucking talking legit ass niggas.
Is giving Akademiks chance and grace and leeway in this conversation to be totally true. Like, every single major streamer, for the most part, is cherry picking the little bits and pieces of this situation to try to diminish what's actually going on, or trying to be extra stickler or technical in these situations in order to try to potentially paint Akademiks in some sort of good light, instead of just 100% holding his feet to the fire. And maybe we can have those different conversations at another time, but right now we should be focusing on what's actually going on.
Do you believe that this person
just made that
actually being groomed by men?
I don't think he's being groomed. I would not use that word, not the word groomed. To say that, you know,
the reason why I don't like those words is because when they're actually being groomed, like it dumbs down. I hate those words because it's like they could play off literal real situations where they're actually being groomed. But again, that's what happens when you have conversations like this on a live stream, okay? Or in general.
Yes, I agree with Rage in this clip right here. It's not grooming. I don't believe he was grooming him. I didn't hear the full clip, but based on what they're complaining about what he said, if that's all that was being said, that's not no grooming. That's just weird ass conversation, you know, between a grown ass man and a child. And it's just inappropriate, bro. Like, period, bro. It's not live stream, nothing. Just don't have these conversations with minors. It's just weird. It's just weird. Even as a play around thing, it's just weird. It's strange.
Yeah.
That's the type of shit. That's the type of conversations you're opening up yourself to. Do you understand? That's as easy I can put it. You're opening up yourself to a world of conversations where you're put in the same sentences as grooming by having sexual conversations with little kids. That's what happens. That's why you avoid that shit.
And I mean this with all due respect. The terminology policing has to stop, especially from people that don't continue to educate themselves, participate in these conversations, but have one snapshot moment of what a definition is and don't continue to look into how things change, things move. As we get different places and spaces that these things can exist, they understand that these words become more fluid and that words exist on a spectrum. This isn't even specifically an indictment on Rage or Dante. I'm just tired of the whole concept of people policing terminology without understanding that words exist on a spectrum. Ultimately, the reason why this is grooming in this scenario is because they are having sexual and explicit conversations with a minor in an attempt to normalize it. And I think that that's a conversation to have about how the entire community goes along the lines of doing these things. Somebody's gonna pause this video right here in a reaction and say,
well, Omar, every single community does these things. That's normal.
That's what I'm saying. It's normalized. It is normalized to have sexual conversations near, around, about, or with children on the internet. And that is why people would consider it to be grooming, is because we are getting these kids conditioned to believe that these are just normal talking points. This is how people talk. This is okay. okay to talk about this thing in this manner. It is not just the big streamers that are doing this. It's other fans of people like Akademiks who are also giving this excuse or reasoning or justification by saying, hey, this is the culture.
Like, yo, I don't know what generation y'all grew up in, or like, yo, bro, like, Chad, for example, I was like 16, 17. I used to be in calls with like Akademiks, Silky, and all that. And bro, we'll be trolling all day. Don't see, yo, bro, chill, bro. That's a case, dog. Chill, bro. That's a case, dog. Nah, bro, you can't be saying shit, bro. Like, they'll be talking about normal. Nigga is 20, 25 years old is normal. I'm 16, don't matter, nigga. What am I gonna say? Yo, bro, you can't talk about girls over my age, bro. It's weird, dog. Like, what? Bro, check it. I've been around Asia, I've been around Ak, I've been around Ray. Like, bro, they don't mean no harm towards nobody, bro. They just be trolling like normal human beings, bro.
That's because it happened to him.
Perfect, bro.
I've seen too many people make the remark that this is how the culture operates. This is what the culture does. This is online culture. This is Discord culture. This is streaming culture. This is et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. This is Xbox lobby culture. And I've been in those places and spaces, but now as a grown up, I'm not sitting here saying that that is an adequate justification as to these continued behaviors by these people. We've seen too many extreme things happen, and I know people hate when you bring out the extreme points. I think it's very valid in this situation where people are talking about doing harm to people. Like, people are talking about unaliving people. People are talking about committing mass crimes on people, and then we see them act those things out in real life, and they say that they exist on 4chan, on Reddit, on Discord, in the Xbox lobbies, and the private chats, etc., where all of this culture is being conducted. Now, I know the gaming community is going to come for me for this, and so be it. It'll just be what it is. But we can all be real and say that, especially as we age, we should be able to identify that the stuff that goes on in those lobbies and the stuff that's being said in those lobbies is not, was not, and will not be okay. It doesn't matter if you came out of the situation a better person or you came out of the situation okay. And hell, I would even check on you as a person in the first place. But to act like the stuff that goes on in there is normal is not normal. Again, shouts out to Noor in this situation. Hopefully he comes out a better person because of this. Hopefully we leave children's spaces to children, and hopefully nobody's going around speaking sexually to the kids.
Close it out, T-Raw.
Just gotta let kids be kids. There are certain conversations that you just don't have, especially with underage children.
Anyways, man, y'all already know socials below. Go ahead and tap in. Binge the rest of the videos on the channel, man. I appreciate you if you made it to the end of this video. We'll see y'all at the next one.